Good afternoon, people. How are you all today? Goddamn prepositions. Why goddamn, you may be asking? Well, a couple of reasons. All of my students and everybody struggles with prepositions. They can be a bit of a pain. I understand that. Even native people get them wrong sometimes. So that's why, because they're so frustrating, goddamn prepositions. But also, when you put a famous person's name in your YouTube video, more people watch it. That's another quite a good reason to put God in the title. And I was thinking about how can I help my students and you guys with your prepositions. And I thought mental imagery is the best way to remember things. So with, let's say, at. In fact, I'm going to work on three main prepositions today: at, on, and in. So let's look at that. I want you to imagine a clock face with the word at on it. So you can paint that picture in your mind: a clock with at on it, an A on the left, and a T on the right. And then every time you think of a time, when you want to say a time, you're going to meet somebody at a time, you can say, I'll meet you at 1 o'clock, I'll meet you at 5:30, because at is used when you're talking about a precise time, okay, and also a precise place. But today we're just going to be focusing on time, the prepositions of time. So that's at. I mean, that's really the best way to think of it, that clock face, okay? In. So in, well, I have this another image that I tell my students. Imagine you're in a bubble, okay? You're in a massive bubble, and that bubble has your date of birth, or the month, let's say, of your birth. So I was born in May, so I'm in a massive bubble, all right, and it's got May written on it, and I'm in the bubble, so I'm in May. And that will remind you that whenever you're talking about a month, it's always in the month. So, yeah, I was born in May. You can have your bubble with your month in, and you look outside the bubble, okay? Imagine this, right? You're looking outside the bubble, and you can be in space or something. It can be really something ridiculous, so that will help you paint that picture in your mind. Outside are more bubbles, the same size as yours, okay? So they're other months. And you can maybe see somebody you know, your friend, or somebody in your family who was born in like July or August, and they're in that bubble. All right, and then you can build it even bigger. You can then see other bubbles outside, and they're bigger. So let's say there's a bubble 3 times the size, with summer written on it, okay? And in summer are images of what you would find in summer, so the sun, and trees and flowers and anything you would find in summer. And then there's winter, and then there's in winter there is, in the bubble of winter, there's snow, and there's snowmen and children throwing snowballs and stuff, and that's the season of winter, because seasons are in. So you're in summer, you're in winter, you're in autumn, you're in spring, and then it gets even bigger. So there's a bubble 12 times the size of the bubble that you're in, and that is a year. So that could be the year you're born in, because when you're talking about years, it's always in that year too. So that's in. When talking about time. Now, on. So on. I thought of this mental image, like close your eyes, imagine you're in a really colourful room, but it's a staircase, it's a winding staircase. So a winding staircase is a staircase that goes round. It's a really colourful staircase. Each stair, in fact, is a different colour, so it can be really bright, to paint that picture in your mind. And I say you take yourself, you're on so you're on a step. You're actually physically on the step, and that's about place. But this is about time. We're going to talk about days of the week. So I am on the first step, and that step is Saturday, because I was born on a Saturday, and it says Saturday on it. So I'm on Saturday, and you can also have like the weekend in underneath it. So Saturday, the weekend, because when you're talking about the weekend, you say on the weekend. So I'm on Saturday, the weekend, and on Saturday is Sunday. So then I could step on to Sunday, and then above that is Monday and Tuesday. So you are on those days of the week when you either step on them. You can even walk up the staircase. And that will remind you that when you're talking about the days of the week, you are on that day. So on Monday, I'll see you on Friday. I'll see you on the weekend. It's all on. But just to confuse you, some people would say at the weekend. So you can say at the weekend as well. But I think stick to on and you'll be fine. So that's it actually, it's just a short one today, just about the prepositions of time. And I want to ask you actually, please, if there's any questions that you have about prepositions, about time, just write it and send me the question and I'll get back to you with the answer. And one more thing before I go, if any of you have been following the Facebook page for a while, back in March, I did have a competition to give the person who did the most challenges a free lesson that we do live, and that was Kyle, and he actually turned the lesson down. So, but which is fair enough because his English is better than mine. But I do want to give that lesson to someone, so I looked at who else kind of did the challenges. And the person that did the most challenges after Kayo was Claudia. So Claudia, you can have a free lesson, and we can do it on Facebook so people can watch it as well. So that's that. People, hope you're all doing really well. Hope your English is brilliant, and please do follow, share. Please do share, and yeah, I will speak to you next week. Bye bye.